Good afternoon. Welcome back to Guna Matters. Big news, and I've been ranting about it for the last few weeks about how the women's team is not performing, and rightly so. A lot of criticism has gone to, especially from me personally, has gone to Jonas Eidevall. And I've also called his head if he doesn't turn things around now. And I can admit this, and I can put up my hand for what I said if I was wrong. However, one thing that comes to my mind is not, I don't want to see any manager being sacked or any manager lose his job for the mere reason of poor performances consistently. Now, I had a good season last season. The season before that, we had two cups consecutively, and he has had, I think this is his fourth season at Arsenal Women. Now, Claire and Edu has spoken quite highly about him, and not long ago, Sunday, was it Sunday or Saturday, after the game, he said, and the players have said, that we are going to turn it around. We will take the team and we will turn it around and all sorts of things. And lo and behold, a few days later, he's come out and said he's not prepared to take the team anymore, take the team any further, and he's resigned and all that sort of thing. Obviously, we posed the question to me is that, did he really resign or was he sacked? Because remember, with the same thing with Arsene Wenger is that he has had mutual decisions made by him and the club for him to depart. And the exact same thing is there's a mutual, consensus about Eidevall leaving. He's resigned after he said that he will take the team and he will come back, he will turn it around, and it will be the top team that they were last season again. And a couple of days later, look, it's not because of anything of wrongdoing that I'm asking this. It's just so sudden for me to think that Jonas Eidevall, a few days ago, he was so passionate and so amped up to turn things around together with the players and together with his number two, Rene Zeglers. Sure, I can't pronounce the surname, but nonetheless, his assistant coach, Rene, he's ready to turn things around. He's ready to take them up a notch again, and he's ready to bring them back to full strength and the quality that they know they have. And then today, he says no, he's no longer prepared to do that. So let it sink in a bit. Let it sort of simmer in your mind to understand really what behind the scenes has gone on. So for me, the question obviously begs to be answered is, was Jonas Eidevall fired, sacked, or is it true that he really resigned from his position as head coach at Arsenal Ladies? And then the next question that I want to ask is, Rene Zeglers. Rene is assistant coach. I'm not going to try and pronounce the name or surname at least. Obviously a Dutch lady that has so much experience in playing the game herself for Netherlands. And the question I want to ask is, for the interim manager, I mean, we've got a huge game coming this week, 2 games in fact, which is this week, midweek, the Champions League, and of course then another WSL game to play. Now, we had a couple of 3 consecutive bad results, poor performance against Everton at home, where we drew 0-0. Then we had a thumping annihilation and embarrassment by Bayern Munich, whereby they came back from 1-0 down to beat us 5-2. And then, of course, we lost out to our rivals 2-1 or 1-2 at the Emirates again by the hands of Chelsea women team. So 3 results in a row that we had bad performances, bad results. So this is the scenario that I'm having in my mind, is that Rene, interim coach, taking them forward until further notice. Midweek, WCL, Women's Champions League, she's going to take us out. And I don't want to sort of put her under the sword before any ball was kicked. Is she strong enough to be able to take us ahead, and at least until such time we have replaced Jonas? Will she have the temperament to stand on the sideline and do whatever is needed to be done, change the dynamic of the team, obviously tweak a bit her sort of experience into the game? How will she fare to bring the standard back? All I'm asking is now is not to lose the game. That is the standard for me, because with her experience as a coach, it's always been on this level, has always been an assistant, not as the frontline coach, the head coach. So there's a lot of pressure on her from herself, perhaps, from a perspective of the media, whereby they will expect things, the fans will expect things, and to an extent the club obviously would want to see, is she the person to be able to keep, even though we have replaced somebody in the shoes of Jonas Eidevall. So that is my concern. Does she have that temperament? Does she have the personality? Does she have the willpower, the strength, the confidence to deal with all those things? Because there's a lot of pressure from all sides of what the performance should be. What is the requirements, expectations? For me as a fan, all I want to see now going forward is that the team, the Arsenal women's team, don't lose any game. They pick up the standard, they pick up the performance, they pick up their commitment, and they pick up themselves in saying, Jonas did us good up until now. Let's take what he's taught us, but also let's take what Rene is giving us, and let us as professionals take the team further and show people out there that we can do it. So from my side, I want to just first say thank you to Jonas Eidevall for the last 3-4 years that he has been with the club, that he has sowed into the club, and yet he has brought us trophies in the females team. And he's brought the team back to that top level and the elite level of the football, the female football, the game. So I want to thank him and all the best to him. And look, like I said, I never want to see any manager being sacked from his job. So if he has been sacked or resigned at least, or if it's true they reached a mutual agreement for him to resign and go take it from there, all the best to your next endeavors and whatever lies ahead for you. Jonas Eidevall, thank you for the time that you've been with us. But there was a lot of questions, a lot of question marks. Obviously, there was a lot of expectations, and the things that has happened in the last recent weeks, you did not perform and did not bring it to the party. However, you have done well for the last few years that you've been at the club. So thank you for that, and we wish you all the best. And now for Rene, all the best to you, lady, for taking up this challenge, and see what you can do in the interim of how you can sort of bring back that camaraderie, that team spirit, that cohesion that we had not too long ago, and just to try and bring back the spirit and build up the ladies, the girls, and see where we can change things around. So big ups to you guys, and I hope that from here on, hearing a new voice in charge, they might have heard your voice in the backgrounds, but now that you are in charge, they will hear this new voice. It's like a new manager, a new coach coming in. So I'm hoping for the new manager's bounce to take effect come the next game, which is midweek in the Champions League. So all the best to you, Rene, all the best to the team, and we're hoping that everything can come back to normal. But all I am saying as a fan, from my opinion, is don't lose a game. Get the performance ready, get the standard slowly but surely back there, and don't try to run if you didn't crawl first. So all the best to you, ladies, and let's see what's happening. All the best. But don't forget also, viewers, don't forget to subscribe, to like the video, and also put on the notification bell so you can be notified when Glenwyn, aka Guna Matters, are online. Thank you. Cheers. Be blessed, be awesome, and be careful. Ciao.